Murray's in trouble and just keeps going backward where he's tapped down by Dre Greenlaw. Initial pressure by DJ Jones.
Wilson pressure off the edge, releases it, and it is intercepted by Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw now on the return as he's still on his feet with blockers in front. Dre Greenlaw down the sideline. Can you believe this? Russell Wilson throws the pick.
Stayed with the speedy Murray for a 3-yard loss. And on third down, a screen, it's deflected and still caught by Drake. But he's run out of bounds short of the first down. Good defensive work by Buckner again.
31 rush yards. He's averaging 5 yards per tote. Here's Lynch again. And he gets bottled up at the line of scrimmage. And the play clock is down to 3. And here we go. And Wilson throws, caught. And it is going to be Hollister. Then the ball winds up in the hands of a 49er, Jimmy Ward. But they're going to say Ward's going to run all the way into the end zone. But what's the call down at the goal line here?
This is like the Atlanta game.
It's a whole different ball game. Second down and 4. Set up the screen, and the 49ers are equal to that task right there. Cook goes nowhere.
And have a longer play like you do here, first and 15. Off play action, deflected and intercepted by Jaquiski Tartt. Tartt inside the 25, and DeAndre Hopkins there to help bring him down. Dre Greenlaw got the deflection, Chris, right into the arms of Jaquiski.
They call Henderson again here. Let's see. Indeed they do on a little toss. Can he get to the end zone? No, he cannot. Bounced out by Greenlaw at the 1-yard line, and Greenlaw reaches for his hip. It'll be third down and goal.
You just saw Josh McDaniels, their ability to call him a couple plays at the line of scrimmage. Who does a reverse screen on the line of scrimmage?
Oh, and Newton's going to be sacked near the 30.
Darrell Henderson from the Red 48 is the back. He gets the carry, and he just can't go anywhere. Excellent defense. That's Dre Greenlaw, another one of those guys who's on the COVID list, and at the last moment, good to go. The pitch. 49ers run him out of bounds. Dre Greenlaw showing some speed. Haskins is 3 out of 5 since coming in, and a low throw, but caught by Barber, who gets up, but then is quickly tackled by Greenlaw.
And you saw K'Wan Williams going off for San Francisco. Third down and 11. Murray to Drake. And Drake's going nowhere. Greenlaw has been everywhere in this opening half. And it's fourth down.
But he's facing a 3rd and 8 here. 4-man San Francisco rush. Golf pressure comes. He's intercepted. Picked off by Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw going to take it to the house. Waves goodbye for the touchdown.
Akers over the right side, gets hit in the backfield. A lot of penetration by these two defenses in the running game. A loss of 1. Jaquiski Tartt came up and made the hit.
There you see Bosa ready to tee it up with his 15.5 sacks. 2nd and 10. They go Elliott, and he is swamped right after the handoff exchange by Greenlaw.
To win 39 games over his first 3 years. Rodgers, Lewis, ball's out. That's a fumble, and it is San Francisco's football.
Now the Bears on offense, and so far it's been what a lot of people feared it would be. 17 plays, only 23 yards. Montgomery is hit in the backfield and dropped. Talanoa Hufanga got there first. He has been all over.
Off the fake, a lot of pressure on Smith. Nice one-handed grab by Disley, but Dre Greenlaw was ready for him, and he tackles him for a loss of a couple.
Toss to Akers. Chased by Greenlaw. Good play.
If it's anywhere within the vicinity of his radius.
3rd down and 3. Bosa got a good jump, and this is dropped. Connor, and there was nothing there. Greenlaw was there for San Francisco, 4th down.
Have not been as good as they are in other areas in red zone.
Here's Connor. Makes the move and fumbles out of bounds as Ward again comes up with Greenlaw. Stunt up front, and this one's tipped incomplete. Greenlaw.
2nd and goal at the 6. Dalton will go to the air. Throws it short. Kamara at the 3. At the 2. Ball is out! Ball is out! Caroming around, pinballing around at the 1-yard line. San Francisco's got it. The scoreless streak continues in the second half. Talanoa Hufanga bats it out, and the Saints turned away at the 1.
Tagovailoa whips one to the sideline. It is caught for a 1st down. Mike Gesicki's first catch of the day is a massive one. One of his best games as a 49er. Down 9 with 2 to go. Tagovailoa hit as he throws. Ball is out. Ball is live. And it is a touchdown for Dre Greenlaw. We will see. No doubt this is going to get looked at.
Not a great red zone team. It's a bad combination. They're in the red zone now. Give it to White. Looking to run. And that's not going to get there. It's going to be 3rd and short.
This is way too early to make those decisions.
11th play of the drive, and it's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw with a beautiful play. He tipped it to himself. He picks it off, the 2nd one this half for the Niners. 2nd and 6. Homer loses it. Picked up on a hop. And on his way, Treverius Ward out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Eagles backed up here from their own 6. And they're going to hand it off and go nowhere. Sanders, well played. Dre Greenlaw all over it. Losing their 3rd and 4th string quarterbacks today. Just unfair. Scott taken to the ground.
3rd down and 3. They empty it out again. Over the middle. Johnson couldn't get it. It wasn't a perfect throw. Greenlaw was in coverage.
During the course of the season, there were some areas on the San Francisco defense you had not concerns, but just questions. Wanted to see how they play. I thought the secondary was outstanding today. And that was one of the areas of concern for San Francisco.
Drive 2 for the Cowboys from their own 21. Dak will swing it out to Tony Pollard. Not going anywhere. That is a physical, tough, really good linebacker. Dre Greenlaw throws him down for a loss of a couple. They can rush the passer to go with their great stats. They become an elite defense. Prescott got away from the pressure, trying to take off, can't do it, brought down. Again, it's Warner's sidekick, Greenlaw. The linebacker's having a night.
Said he didn't know how to handle kickers earlier in this game. That's how you handle them. Show that you're confident in him, and he delivered.
Here's a screen for Madison, and he gets popped by Dre Greenlaw.
They've got a really, really tough schedule coming up. 2 consecutive divisional games, then the AFC North, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore. At the end of that first half, to get it to 13-7, and then 3 plays into the second half, boom, over the top to Brandon Ayuk.
And boom, at the line of scrimmage for Rachaad White. Javon Kinlaw there to shut him down. Over the middle, almost intercepted. He was not smart, but he got away with it as Dre Greenlaw couldn't haul it in. They back off and rush just 4. Incomplete. Oh, and in back of the end zone, it's picked off of the hands of Godwin and intercepted. 27-14 here in Santa Clara. 1st and 10 out of the 2-minute warning. It's Mayfield in trouble and sacked with a flag down. It was Dre Greenlaw that finished him off after Bosa clipped him first.
The run concepts they've kept here in Baltimore this year.
Here's Jackson, likely blocking, and there's nothing there. Dre Greenlaw got through. Bosa was there. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there are a lot of guys out here that have a lot to play for, even if the standings don't indicate as such. And I think that's why you saw the emotion from some of the defense of Washington. Robinson is out of the end zone. No safety. They'll give him the forward progress to the 1 yard line. It's a loss of a yard.
2nd and goal. Fake. Pressure. Love in trouble. Gets rid of it. Jones somehow caught it, but he's going to lose yards. Heavy pressure on Jordan Love, and that play is going to go backwards, and it's 3rd and goal. 3rd down. Love, the time again. Hard throw, and it's picked off. Dre Greenlaw has it. Cutting back. Greenlaw still on his feet. And now is taken down, and there's the big play the Niners get on defense.
Jordan Love's he's got a chance here to match.
Realistically, need at least 25 yards. Love, pressure up the middle, runs away, throws across his body, and that is picked. 49ers have it. Greenlaw still up. He needs to get down. Greenlaw still on his feet.
He's got to go down.
Just go down, and the game's over. San Francisco takes over.